Man, it is good to be here today with y'all. I mean, you're going to hear from my story that this is, in fact, hey man, what's going on, Tori? We all right? Good to see you, man. I was locked up with him.
Damon West is a former offender who had a 65-year sentence. And after he paroled that sentence, he became involved with TDCJ and other organizations, including the NCAA, on motivational speaking and trying to provide some hope and guidance to offenders who are still incarcerated.
If it was a drug that could change the way I felt, man, I was doing it. And eventually we escalated to burglaries, the uptown burglaries, man. We started breaking into homes in the uptown neighborhood of Dallas. And on July 30th, 2008, that was when that SWAT team came in and arrested me. My story is unique to these guys because I was one of them at one time. And I tell inmates everywhere I go that I'm no different than they are. When I go into prisons, man, there's not a man or woman in these crowds when I go into different prisons, because I go into both sexes prisons. There's not a man or woman in there that can say, well, this guy doesn't know what it's like to have a real sentence. I got life, y'all. I got it, man. I'm on parole till 2073. And that's what I told Senator Whitmire. You know, we're going to be married to each other for the rest of our lives. Let's make it a happy marriage. Send me back into prison. Find ways to put back in, man. There are a million different ways in prison.
To see that he took his past in prison, he didn't let him stop him from being something significant in life. Anytime somebody comes in that's an ex-offender or a person who struggled with an addiction or a criminal past, to see them do something positive, it speaks more louder than anything to me in here.
Your mindset's a choice, all right? You can look at prison as a punishment, or you can look at prison as an opportunity, man.
It's important for TDCJ to promote this sort of programming and provide it to the offender population so that incarceration offers something other than just incarceration. It offers an opportunity to learn lessons, to better oneself, and to become a productive citizen and have a successful reentry once the sentence is completed.
Your past is your lesson. You learn from that and you teach others with your past. The present, today, that's a gift, man. The future, man, that's your motivation.
That's what makes rehabilitation work, by taking people who have similar background, similar criminal pasts, and showing the success story, because you don't ever see the success stories. You don't see men get out, come back, volunteer, and do some success.
Your past doesn't define you. Don't let anybody tell you what you can or cannot do. I owe TDCJ a lot of the credit with how I turned my life around, because they had programs in here. They had people in place that I could go to and find the answers I was looking for. You tell them about that coffee bean, man. That coffee bean that looks at that pot of boiling water and says, you know what? Turn it up. I got this, man. That coffee bean jumps in that pot of boiling water because you know what? He knows what he's going to do. He's going to make a pot of coffee. And the longer that coffee bean sits in that pot of boiling water, the longer we sit in this place and turn that water into coffee, the stronger that pot of coffee is going to be, y'all. Y'all have the power to go out there and do that, man. Go out there and go be a coffee bean. Go be a coffee bean, guys. Thanks a lot, man. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Go be coffee beans, guys.